Welcome back for our 9 o'clock hour. Still following that breaking news out of Paris that's been developing throughout the morning. Police searching for two gunmen who killed 12 people this morning at the office of a satirical magazine. Right now, you're looking at live video still coming in from the scene. You see the massive police officers there right outside the magazine titled Charlie Hebdo. Now, two of the individuals killed were police officers, along with four cartoonists and an editor. Apparently a meeting going on inside, and that's where the gunman broke in. Several others still in critical condition.
Witnesses say the gunman yelled an Islamic phrase that means God is great. And this is the magazine whose office was burned about 3 years ago after they published cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad. France's president is calling today's shooting a, quote, terror attack, and the gunmen are still on the run. The French government is raising its national security level to the highest rank possible. Now, President Obama has been made aware of the attack. We're understanding the FBI now offering its assistance in any way to try to bring the suspects in on that. We'll keep you up to date on new developments as they come in throughout the morning here on Fox 8. Well, while we're getting ready for some very cold temperatures, people in the Midwest are already dealing with them, and snow as well. Chicago Public Schools canceled classes today because wind chills there are expected to be below zero. So Emily, tomorrow morning about this time when the wind chill is in effect, it's going to be pretty daggum cold here.
Yeah, we are expecting some sub-zero wind chills here at home as well. Mainly in outlying areas outside of the Triad. In the Triad itself, you could have wind chills near zero. And I'll tell you, if it's -5 or 0 degrees, you're not going to feel much difference. It's dangerously cold at that point. Wind chill advisories are in effect from midnight until 10 a.m. tomorrow. Right now it's 34 degrees in Winston-Salem and Greensboro, 35 in Burlington. What a nice rebound from earlier this morning when you got down to 29 or so, 29, 30 degrees. It's 32 in High Point and Asheboro, 18 in Sparta, down a degree actually since last check. Mount Airy's up a degree. It's now 33 degrees. 34 in the Triad, but look up here to the west. Chicago, we were just looking at them. Their actual temperature is -1. Actual temperatures all the way up to International Falls, 21 degrees below zero. And the wind chill is 40 degrees below zero in International Falls. Chicago's dealing with wind chills of 23 degrees below zero. The sub-zero temperature, wind chills, I should say, extend all the way down to Lexington, Kentucky, right on our doorstep. And we'll see some of that here tomorrow morning. And that's why we had the wind chill advisory in effect. Dangerously cold weather is headed our way. It's all courtesy of this core of high pressure coming in from the Arctic, diving southward. And so tomorrow morning is going to be the coldest morning that we'll see for quite a while, I think. Now, it's interesting to note today's low temperature was set just last year. We got down to 5 degrees. That's plenty cold, and of course record-setting cold in today's case. But tomorrow we're expecting lows to be around 10 degrees. I believe the record's around 6, so we may not see a record broken tomorrow morning. But next 2 days, we're expecting a cold front to head our way. That's going to help us out, actually. I know it sounds odd to say a cold front is going to help to warm us up, but as this cold front on Friday morning slips a little closer to us, ahead of the front, we scoop up some milder air. Just milder air, but it will take us from temperatures that remain below freezing for almost 44 hours straight. It'll take those temperatures up just above freezing by Friday afternoon. So that cold front is actually going to help us out. We're going to chill right down again for the weekend. 35 degrees for the high today. Tonight, 10 degrees in the cities, but outlying areas easily between 5 and 9 degrees. And then tomorrow's highs are not going to make it above freezing, not even going to make it above 30. 26 is our forecast high. We're not going to see temperatures returning to above freezing levels until Friday afternoon, likely around 2:30 in the afternoon. We're going to be in the mid-30s Friday and Saturday. Sunday, upper 30s, and then rain. Yep, rain's coming in for Monday and Tuesday.
Here's a guy who wouldn't take no for an answer. The World War II veteran who escaped from a nursing home in England has passed away. Last year marked 70 years since D-Day. Bernard Jordan wanted to be at the ceremony in Normandy, and the staff actually denied his request to leave. So this guy left on his own, wearing his medals, and hopped on a ferry to France. He was allowed into the ceremony, ended up standing just a few feet away from Queen Elizabeth. The nursing home had reported him missing, but the search was called off after a younger veteran called and said, hey, he's okay. On his 90th birthday last summer, Jordan got more than 2,000 cards from all around the world. We're now learning more about the hug that went viral between Chris Christie and Cowboys owner Jerry Jones during the Cowboys game on Sunday.
Christie is a longtime Cowboys fan. He's been to several games, and some people, well, they're not too happy about it. A liberal group is saying he broke state rules by accepting tickets as a gift. Christie and his family have gone to 3 games with tickets provided by Jerry Jones. Jones says Christie is part of the team's mojo, and he wants the governor there all the way. Gifts such as tickets are banned by New Jersey state law. However, the governor's office says there's actually an exception to that, allowing gifts from family and friends.
Are hugs banned, though? Hugs are not banned.
No, that hug should have been.
Well, I guess so. You got a point.
He led the Panthers to the playoffs for a 2nd year in a row. And in case you were wondering, ladies, Cam Newton is single. Town & Country magazine has named him one of the top 50 bachelors for 2014. The list does include several athletes as well as actors, a couple Kennedys, Kate Middleton's brother, and people like Prince Harry and Leonardo DiCaprio. Well, they were mentioned in the Hall of Fame.
On there with a couple of Kennedys, huh?
Couple of Kennedys.
Right now, Cam Newton focused on making it through the playoffs, though. That means beating Seattle this weekend. You can catch that game right here on Fox 8. Now, starting at 7, don't miss the Fox 8 sports special, Battle in Seattle. Kevin Connolly headed out to Seattle. He'll have live reports from there later this week. Then that special at 7 o'clock. The game follows Saturday night at 8.
It is day 2 of the International Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, and we've already seen some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, last hour you had that magic headband thing, reading the, I don't even know. Now, let's check out a TV. Everybody can agree on that. Check out Samsung's new TV that bends.
Oh my.
Yeah, designers say it has 4 times the resolution than a current HD TV. Now, although a price hasn't been set for these state-of-the-art TVs that bend, Samsung says they'll start at less than $10,000. Beautiful stuff. Hey, if you got a smartphone, how about a smart bed? A high-tech Sleep IQ kids bed. Knows when the kids are sleeping, knows when they're awake, just like Santa. Has tiny hidden sensors monitoring your children's sleep cycles, their breathing, their heart rate. The bed then determines if their diet, or maybe stress, or other daily activities are impacting their sleep quality. An app shows you how well each child slept and alerts you in real time if they need attention or if they're skipping out of the bed there. And the kids will be glad to know there's a monster detector that checks under the bed so you can be assured there's no monsters there. Sleep IQ kids bed priced, though, at about $1,000. I think if you maybe take off the monster detector, it might be cheaper, but that's probably the one thing they're worried about.
That's kind of scary.
What, having a monster under the bed? I know, it's terrible. I get scared all the time.
The bed can read your emotions.
Well, it could also tell if they're out of bed. Sometimes parents don't know that. And they're tiptoeing around, down in cookies and milk and all that stuff. Hey, the 114th Congress has begun. Senators sworn in by Vice President Joe Biden, then they pose for pictures with their families.
The Vice President, he really stole the show yesterday. For 2 hours, he shook hands. He joked around, took officials swearing in pictures along with what you see there, lots of selfies. He even called Colorado's newest senator, Cory Gardner's grandmother. North Carolina Senator Tom Tillis's mother told Biden she never thought she'd be hugging him. Coming up, and she said, we're going to talk about some of the more awkward moments from the first day of Congress, including a couple of kisses, believe it or not.
Wow, congressional kisses.
Well, Joe Biden does seem to know how to take a selfie, but for those who may need a little help, there's actually a college class for that. It's called the Art of the Selfie, Art of Self-Portraiture. Got to get it right, self-portraiture. It's being taught in London at a school there. They teach the theory and practice of taking a selfie, and they give ideas on how to take better selfies.
Yeah, somebody's spending tuition money on that.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of picturesque, dads may not have the best sense of style. New Instagrams called Fashion Dads, showing off their iconic looks, and you know, these look great. Everything from the white tube socks, the khaki shorts, to these light wash denim, and the matching outfit, head to toe. Hey, these are dads. Come on, no respect there in your giggle. It's a parody account of fashion bloggers. It's a joke, okay? They've even got their own hashtags like Sock Game on Point and Passion for Fashion.
I love it. That is awesome. That I don't love.
Are we gonna do this for moms too?
Absolutely, we should. We should have a Mom Jeans Instagram.
I keep saying mom jeans are coming back. You never know. Dieting these days, never easy, but when stress and emotions cause you to eat, well, it can be a whole lot harder to lose the weight.
And coming up in today's house call, how to avoid emotional eating. And as your parents get older, it often gets to a point where you have to become the parent in the relationship and make decisions for them. After 9:20, we're talking about how to make that transition a little easier. And forget a scholarship for football or basketball. Now you can sit in front of a TV and earn money to college. After 9:45, why it has created a video game scholarship.